All right, Wednesday's in the books. Thought last couple of days really good effort at practice. Thought the kids really practiced well today as far as their effort. Cleaner practice than we did yesterday. So same way Tuesday and Wednesday we kind of talk about each week is you got different schemes that you're facing each week, and Temple runs a scheme that's a little bit different than anything we've seen this year defensively, and so you got to continue working it, cleaning everything up. But progressing along, being a big game for Saturday. Good football team coming in here, 3:00 kickoff. Kids are really excited. So, questions?
Coach, on the injury front, is Vanderland, is he close at all to getting back?
He's getting there. It's a little bit longer than what we first anticipated. So, we'll see. He's kind of day to day, kind of seeing how he is right now.
Are we going to have any other surprises in terms of injuries, or without going into detail, can we expect some?
I can just print it out and you can hand it to Temple, and then they'll know. If you can get me theirs, I'll give you theirs. So.
How do you feel like with some injuries at tackle this year, that's kind of been a snake bit spot? How do you think that position is done under those circumstances?
Oh, I think it's fantastic. Justin's played well. Noah's played well. Walt's got some good quality reps in there, and then Shad's played a good bit of tackle. So, those guys, they've done a good job just handling a lot. But I'm really pleased with the way those kids that are playing have responded. So, and the good thing is we'll have Rob and Bailey back. It's just Bailey will be next year, and Rob hopefully at some point here this fall.
With your two running backs, you've managed to obviously give the two lead guys almost identical numbers of carries all this way into the season. How much has that been by design, and how much has that been just the way that those guys have been productive against certain situations or certain schemes?
Well, we've tried to do that, so that's been the intent each week. But it doesn't always shake out that way. So I do think it's a little bit of luck that they're so close, as far as number of carries and number of catches. But we're very fortunate, and we talked about it on the press conference the other day. The days of one feature tailback, that's long gone. You need multiple backs, and especially this is a physical league, and it takes a toll on your body throughout the year. And so just the fact that you've got guys that you can kind of rotate in there has allowed us to have both those guys available.
Even though it's just a number, 1,000 yards is obviously a benchmark in football of
it
success, and it speaks a lot about how good your offense is or how balanced it is. What would that mean to you, or what would that register on you if that were to happen with at least one of those guys this year?
You don't worry about that stuff. You worry about trying to beat Temple. That's it, and you try to have a great season. And my experience has been if you focus on stats and stuff, you usually end up not being a very good team. You focus on how you play and how you prepare, and it's a team game, and that's the focus right there, the team. And we worry about all that stat stuff. We worry about that after the season. It always just kind of takes care of itself if you do it that way.
Your starting receivers have been coming on strong. Do you think that has to do a little bit with the guys lower down the depth chart, such as Tyler Savage, proving that they can be in the game and play just as well as the starter?
Well, I think your competition's always going to elevate everybody's play, and I think that's something that's been really a pleasant surprise this year. Is we have a lot of different pieces, and so I do think that competition helps. I think experience helps. When we started a couple of years ago, we started with a bunch of freshmen. Now those guys are experienced guys in that receiving room, and so I think that's made a difference.
Everybody talks about getting to 6 wins, but talk about the importance of getting to 7 or 8.
I'm worried about the importance of trying to get 5. That's it. Y'all can talk about all that stuff you want to. I'm worried about Temple. That's it. I don't want to talk about anything else.
Okay, when you look
Temple is the only game that matters. The only game that matters.
When you look at Temple, what is it that kind of stands out to you as the week has progressed, as you continue to delve into their tape and stuff?
I think their offensive coaches do a really good job with their scheme. I think it's going to present a lot of issues for us. The veteran physical offensive line, the big running back is a good quality tailback in this league. The quarterback, does a great job right there. The talented guy. They got some receivers that they motion around all over the place that really have some, some ability and some speed, and it's it's going to be a great challenge right there. And defensively, you know, they've got, you know, good down guys, good stand-up guys that can run. I mean, it's just I know that everybody looks at a couple of their losses they've had, but I look at a couple of their wins they've had. They played a good Boston College team very close. They beat a really good Memphis team. I mean, they beat an Akron team on the road. This is a good football team coming in here Saturday. We're going to have to play really, really well.
You talked about Holton, taking the running yards when he could.
Right.
That appeared to be a big thing last year against
Right.
this team. How important is that to this week, to him doing that?
Well, I think every game's different. Every situation's different. Every play is different. I think really it's just, making good decisions, executing our offense, and making the plays that are there to make. So if it's a throw, it's a throw. If it's a run, it's a run. If it's a check, whatever. I just think making good decisions and then just being aggressive within our game plan is really the key. And so if there's runs there for him, obviously we're going to have some, design stuff. There could be some scrambles there. Whatever's there, I just want him to make good decisions. All right. Thanks a lot, guys.